Avengers Doomsday, despite not doing anything yet except making us watch cheers for freaking 5 hours, there is a big problem with this movie that I feel a lot of people are not talking about enough, and some are just letting it fly over their heads. And I'll just come out here and say it, Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom kinda really makes no sense. Marvel is always known for its insane casting, but I'm telling you, none has ever been as crazy as
What?
Let's lay something out here. I really admire Robert Downey Jr. as an actor. He made me love the character of Iron Man more than I should. Nearly became my #1 favorite superhero at some point. And his role has always made the MCU shine. His charisma, humor is just golden. And with that, they gave him such a beautiful send-off as a character that I'm sure is still knee-deep into every Marvel fan's mind as one of the greatest sacrifices in movie history. So if fans and myself love him this much, why is his return causing so much problems? Well, let me explain. I've said previously that sure, Robert Downey Jr. is a swell actor and I've enjoyed a lot of him as Iron Man. The problem with him playing Dr. Doom is that Doom is a very different character. Someone that's the direct opposite of Iron Man. Now I've watched a lot of videos about this and they have made some solid arguments and theories about how this is possible, but at the end of the day, they still fall flat because it doesn't flow narratively with the MCU. And that is the problem. Fans can't even give a well-rounded reason for why this would be possible at all. And let's not forget, the MCU was on a different path from Doomsday with Kang. Instead of Avengers Doomsday, we were supposed to get their Kang dynasty, but with lack of proper execution and lots of conflict involving the actor, Marvel just said fuck it and rearranged the entire slate. And I won't lie, fans were hella excited for the change. We're getting Dr. Doom in the MCU finally, until we found out who was actually playing Dr. Doom, and from then the entire fan base has been split into different factions. On one side, there are people who think this is a good idea. On the other side, there are people who think that this is a bad idea and the MCU is just desperate. And in the middle, we have the neutral guys who are just waiting for the movie to release. And trust me, day by day, people jump ship each time. However, what's causing problems even more is that even though Kang didn't go as planned, at least he was built up just like Thanos was. So if you put that into perspective, Kang died after Quantumania and Dr. Doom just sort of popped out of nowhere, literally with no build up or warning. Narratively speaking, they would have to do a lot of exposition dump, which there was a time Marvel didn't need too much of that because everything was properly laid out throughout the sequence of movies, especially from phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3, and some of it in phase 4. I'm certainly not sure about this, but I think no matter how this movie is written, it's going to feel a little bit rushed, and it's going to be a very huge leap for the MCU into a terrain we know little of, which can make everything feel rushed. Doomsday is not just some run-in-the-mouth villain that just happens to be used by the MCU. He is one of the most iconic villains in the Marvel universe, with so much lore, character that's stemming from his origin that is so synonymous with his history in Marvel, and also his relation to the Fantastic Four and the craziest hater of Reed Richards, one that can be comparable to the Reverse Flash and Barry Allen. The MCU having to rewrite some of this or straight up change it, you can't call that character Dr. Doom anymore with that. Like literally, for the fanbase to be this confused over a decision made by Marvel just shows the gravity of Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. Well, of course, we can't really underestimate the MCU like that. They have taken a well-known and iconic villain in Marvel and turned him into something pretty interesting, and that's Ultron. He was known for the usual trope of AI gone rogue. We all have seen the comics, or some of us have seen the comics, or most of us have seen him in animation. We all had this depiction of what Ultron was and expected him to be so in the live action, but Marvel took a different route and make him this talkative, charismatic, fun character. His sarcasm, his quotes, come on, we all have to give Marvel credit for this one. They cooked.
The human race will have every opportunity to improve.
And if they don't?
Ask Noah.
But even so, they still left in a few things that tie him to his comic book roots. So except the Russo brothers have a plan that just straight up outmatch and surpass the collective mind of the entire fanbase of Marvel, then sure, they can pull this off. And heck, they have done it before when it comes to Infinity War, Endgame and other projects, but that was on way better circumstances. Years to hoping, I guess. So, do you have your own personal theories on how Dr. Doom could exist in the MCU? Or do we just accept anything they throw at us for entertainment? Let me know in the comments below, and hey, you can help grow this channel and support it as well by liking and subscribing. Trust me, it'll mean a lot. And that's it for me for this video. Until next time, I'm out.